So Abhishek is the founder and principal researcher and director of the Montreal AI Ethics Institute, which is an international nonprofit organization, as I mentioned, with a mission to democratize AI ethics literacy. And his work at the Institute seeks to equip citizens concerned about AI to take action. Okay, I'm sure that the people in this room, Abhishek, are going to hold you to that action. Okay, so over to you, Abhishek.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. I mean, I had just a couple of slides if folks are interested, or I can just talk through, or if folks actually have questions as well, I'm happy to do that. But let me see if I can bring this up really quickly, and can let me know if it's visible.
Yes.
Yes,
awesome.
It is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep this brief because I know I was late, so I don't want to keep folks beyond what was asked for. The Montreal AI Ethics Institute, as you kindly introduced, our mission is to democratize AI ethics literacy. And just to give you a bit of background as to why we chose that, as our mission, and what sort of compelled me to found the institute and do the work that we do. I think all of us are no strangers to the fact that AI is having a tremendous amount of impact in so many areas of our lives. What we felt and observed was that there was a gap in understanding the nuances of how societal issues manifest with the deployment of AI, and we wanted to equip people with the right set of knowledge, skills, abilities, tools, and ideas, so that we could have these conversations in a meaningful manner, trying to address real and immediate and near-term problems, rather than being focused on things that may or may not come to pass, or things that are hypothetical, or things that are infeasible given the state of technology. So that was the impetus behind founding the institute and having our mission be to democratize the ethics literacy. What we believe is that the future of AI and the future of responsible AI, hopefully, is what we make of it. And to that effect, the way we go about doing our work is we center it on three pillars, being community, education, and research. On the community front, and all of these tie into our mission in one form or another. But on the community front, we've done things like learning cohorts, where we brought together folks from academia, from industry, from large corporations, from civil society, from governments, to come and ponder over some of the more difficult questions that we face in the field. And then to also help push towards solutions rather than just pointing out problems. We also host public workshops, and we've done a lot of consultation work for governments, the most recent of which was helping Senator Wyden's office with the Algorithmic Accountability Act, the 2022 version, where we were able to make significant contributions. In fact, some of them have shown up verbatim in the final version of the text in the act. So we're quite happy that we were able to steer policymaking in a meaningful direction. Other examples include work that we've done for the Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada, the Scottish National Government, the National Security Commission on AI, the Department of Defense, the Prime Minister's Office of New Zealand, amongst a few other places as well. We typically do this work with the aim, again, to bring nuance to the conversation, so that all of it is as targeted and as meaningful as it can be. On the education front, we publish the State of AI Ethics Report, which comprehensively captures the latest in research and reporting, and I'll talk a little bit about it in a couple more minutes. We also publish a weekly newsletter as well, again, to elevate the level of discourse, really bringing knowledge in this space, making it accessible for folks. And finally, of course, we do fundamental research as well, typically investing our resources towards underexplored and underemphasized areas at the moment, some of which you see on the screen in front of you. And so, as I was saying, the State of AI Ethics report, the latest version of which we've published in about 2 months ago, is about 300 pages, really captures across a gamut of issues, including trends that we see in the domain, what areas that need to be invested in more, so that we have adequate coverage of those areas, especially as it relates to meaningful policymaking, as we're seeing a lot of initiatives and endeavors from governments around the world on this subject. Some of the challenges that we've faced doing all of this work is everybody's at different points in their responsible AI journey. And the particular challenge there has been, how do we make knowledge accessible in a way that actually uplifts everybody rather than just a small set of actors who either are much further along in their journey, in which case you have highly targeted and deep technical dives, or folks who are too early in their journey perhaps, and who require a bit more guidance in terms of getting to the nuances as they were in the field. This has been one of our primary instruments of also creating educational material for folks out there. What we do is we process and work through dense academic papers, research reports, etc., and create them or translate them into a form that is more accessible to the everyday person, to folks who are earlier on in their responsible AI journey. We feel that it's important, again, because it serves as an instrument to elevate the level of discourse by getting people caught up on the nuances as they were. That's really it. I mean, I'm happy to answer questions. I wanted to keep it short, just to highlight some of the work that we've done, some of the ways that we've engaged on this subject in the community, and as I mentioned, some brief challenges as well that we've grappled with as we try to do effective science communication and bringing this knowledge out to the world.